There it is. All right. I need to turn this mic down too. I noticed last stream I was like making the microphone pop. Hopefully that's pretty good. Hopefully you guys could hear me pretty good. Try stand in this frame. What's up, everybody? Oh, I forgot my Santa hat, bro. Oh well. Anyway, here we are today with our kind of yearly roundup review of the year. I don't like this song. This is too fast right now. Also, the heater's on. It'll be on for like another good 2 minutes or something, and then I'll turn it off. I'm just trying to get it warm in here. Let's see here. I think that's it. Yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna go over the year, check out some numbers, stuff that we were able to accomplish this year. And I say we, right? We, as in me and you guys watching, because, you know, you guys are the ones that make it happen. I could put videos up all day long, but if nobody watches them, then it doesn't really matter, does it? But thanks to you guys, and thanks to all the support that you guys have brought in this year, we were able to grow the channel quite a bit. Let me bring this up right here. So, in order to get everybody, you know, I'm gonna give everybody some time. I'm gonna go over there, turn off the heater real quick because it's really loud, and then I'll be right back. Cool. Put this back on. Hopefully you can hear me good. I don't try to put it so close up to my mouth because it makes the mic pop. It's too loud. Hopefully that should be good though. Actually, it looks like it might be a little low. There you go. So yeah, we're just gonna go over the numbers for the year, and I have an idea for a drawing here, and I'm just gonna kind of freehand it in, and we'll get that all going. So I'm gonna do a Santa, but I'm gonna do like how we do around here. And we're gonna do a Skull Squad Santa. So we're gonna make a skull with a nice Santa hat. We're gonna give him some whiskey like eyebrows and a nice beard and stuff. And yeah, just kind of have fun with it a little bit. But at the same time, I'm gonna be going over some stuff with you guys, and also just what we can look forward to in the next year, going forward, because there's some big things happening as always. But yeah, I know it's kind of early, and a lot of people still have to work on Christmas Eve. Unfortunately, it sucks, but anyway, when you get off work or whatever, this stream will be there for you. So first off, I want to wish Merry Christmas Eve, or Merry Christmas to everybody if you're watching this the day after, or whatever it is you celebrate. Happy holidays, Hanukkah, whatever. I don't really know what people celebrate, but happy holidays to everybody. So again, I'm just gonna load up. I'm gonna start off with the Badger Sotar 2020, and we'll start off by this is like one of the videos I think it caused in the comments. There's a little bit of controversy on the video that I did, on the review I did for this airbrush, because it showed up broken. I'm not gonna lie, it showed up broken. It's an amazing airbrush, but it's let down by the packaging, right? I would just like to see Badger have some nice quality premium packaging. you know, for their premium airbrush. Like, this is a nice airbrush. I like this airbrush. I've used it for lots of stuff. You know, I think they sell one with a bigger cup, and I should have ordered one with a bigger cup. But as far as the airbrush and the way it functions and the simplicity and how good it is, it's a nice airbrush, don't get me wrong. The thing is that I would recommend going in the store and buy this. Ordering it online or anywhere, don't really matter. It's kind of a gamble because of the packaging, right? The packaging is not all there. It kind of lets the airbrush down. It has that spongy foam inside, and in the comments, people have confirmed my issue and said they had the same problem getting one, and the needle was all the way jammed in to the cone. So yeah, but at first when I posted this review, you know, people were like, oh, you should just get a refund or message Badger, and it's just like, that's not the issue. I'm sure they would take care of the issue, no problem. To me, it would have been having to wait, right? So I could get parts in a couple days if I just order them. If I would have messaged them, I had to wait for an email, all this, you know, it would have taken a while. So yeah. But anyway, I just decided to order the parts so I could just continue the review. Let me turn this air pressure way down. Yeah, people really took issue that they took it as I was trying to put down Badger, when really I was just trying to inspire them or motivate them to put some effort into the packaging. Because I did go on to give the airbrush a good, you know, even now I'm still saying, hey, the airbrush works really good. And, you know, there's no problem with the airbrush and the way it's designed or anything. But it arriving broken it's not the part of any shipper, right? It's not the faults of UPS or USPS or anything like that for the throwing the packages around, because, you know, I've ordered high-end TVs, stuff like that online, and it always shows up nice because the packaging is it's made to take it. So I think they need to put a little more effort in that packaging. But I'm just going to give myself a quick little sketch here. I'm going to start by doing a nice, like, oblong or an oval, right? And that's going to be our base for our skull. You can see that there. Let's give us a middle line real quick. I'm just doing this real light with just a little bit of black, overly reduced. Yeah, I love this airbrush, and I think it's a good airbrush. So. Yeah, the Badger people really came through on that one, and kind of let me know their thoughts on the issue. Even though, like I said in the review, I still went on to give it a good review and stuff. But yeah, that was one of the reviews we did this year. I believe this year we did 6 airbrush reviews. So we did reviews on quite a few airbrushes. And I was trying to go by the ones that people were asking me about. So people send me emails or messages on the Mike's brush and stuff like that. And they always mention the airbrushes they're thinking of buying. And now I can't always get them right away. So if you message me, it might take a while. I have a few in line right now that I'm kind of thinking of getting, and that'll be coming in this coming year. So yeah, there's that, and that'll just take a while, but we were able to get some airbrush reviews done this year, and again, those got quite a bit of views and a lot of thank you emails as well. Saying, you know, hey, I was almost going to buy this airbrush, and then I saw your reviews of these airbrushes, and I thank you because I think I picked a better one, you know. I almost bought that one, but I ended up buying this one. And thank you, you know. Then I get people do the backwards. So I did the master airbrush reviews, and I believe those were a couple of years ago now. But I still get emails of people saying, hey, I really love my master airbrush. You know, and I went from an Iwata to a master airbrush, right? And it's very confusing to get something like that. Don't get me wrong, the master airbrushes are pretty good. You know, the low barrier, they're cheap. You know, you don't have to worry too much. And for learning, you know, they're not that bad at all, dude. You know, they work. I still have 2 of them over here on my rack that get used, you know, every now and then. So there's that. But you know, once you switch to an Iwata or something like that, especially a nice one, right? Like, I'm not talking about the Neo for Iwata. That one, it sprays really good, but the way it's designed, it's actually like very not user friendly. So if you're new to airbrushing, it's not gonna be nice to you if it breaks or something like that, because it's kind of hard to work on the way it's designed. So yeah. But yeah, I get a lot of emails like that. It's kind of strange. But yeah, we were able to get a bunch of reviews done. And again, that's all coming from the actual revenue that the Airbrush channel makes. So, you know, again, thanks to all you guys for watching the videos, requesting the reviews, and yeah. And that brings me to the next point, which is the Skull Squad, right? Which is kind of our membership program here on the channel. And that has helped a lot as well. It's helped the channel bring a lot more stuff, cooler stuff, instead of just me, you know, painting, which I don't see anything wrong with me painting, but I feel like you don't get any information out of that. So it's better if I'm, you know, doing instructional videos and walking you through it and stuff like that. And that takes time. So, you know, being able to dedicate more time to live streams and to designing a stencil and then working it and then being able to come on stream and then doing it live. You know, it takes a little bit of time. I know you guys just see the video, but a lot of the preparation that goes into these videos takes a little bit of time off camera. So the Skull Squad and you guys that have been members of the Skull Squad have really helped a lot with that. And this next year, with the help of you guys, we should be able to bring a lot more reviews, a lot more instructionals, and stuff like that. Stuff that you guys really want to see. We now have, you know, 4K cameras, so we're able to produce the videos in 4K, and you know, that'll kind of future-proof them a little bit and make them nice and crisp, so you can see all the detail that's going into the work. You know, so. What's up, Jose? How's it going? So yeah, we have the chat open to everybody today. So it's kind of like my little Christmas gift to you, to your viewers. So if you're watching and you're not a member of the Skull Squad today, the chat's open, so you could go ahead and chat it up. Again, it's all you viewers make it happen around here, so, you know. But I also have to have an incentive to the Skull Squad members, right? So the chat's one of the things you get. Like I said before, you know, becoming a member of the Skull Squad helps the channel out way more than if you were to watch all my videos all year long. You know, probably just becoming a member at the $2 tiers. It's going to be way more beneficial and secure to the channel than having to rely on ads. So. See, what else did we get done this year? Yeah, well, the Skull Squad happened. We got a lot of members now, which is really good, and it led to some interesting opportunities. So we have the merchandise right now. We have the Skull Squad merchandise that you can find right underneath the channel, right underneath the video. There's, you know, t-shirts you can buy, and hopefully in the future we'll get some more items on there. But for now, we got some nice t-shirts that you can go ahead and buy. And I'm wearing one right now, the Skull Squad, the OG Skull Squad shirt. And yeah, it's just, you know, another way of supporting the channel is also, you know, kind of getting yourself some merch, some nice stuff to wear. And yeah. So we were able to do that this year. So the merch, the Skull Squad, I believe the channel got about 6,500 more subscribers. Let me check real quick. Yeah, 6,500 new subscribers. What's up, this old stonerd? I like your name. Right on, thank you. Merry Christmas to you too. I'm glad you were able to catch this live. So yeah, we got 6,500 new subscribers this year, which in the grand scheme of things is not a whole lot, right? But I feel it's realistic. It's a realistic number, 6,500. All things considered, you know, airbrushing is kind of niche. It's a small crowd, nice knit community, and you know, I know there's a lot of airbrushers out there, no doubt, but I don't believe a lot of them are on YouTube because they already know how to paint, so they, you know, they're kind of doing their own thing. You know, they're not watching other airbrushers. And two, it's mainly just people learning, right? My channel's focused on the how-tos. You know, so I try to do a lot of how-tos and how to teach and tips and tricks and stuff like that. So it makes sense. That's about a realistic number to me. I don't believe there'd be hundreds of thousands of new people just trying to get into airbrushing every day. What's up, Malvin? How's it going? Merry Christmas to you too, sir. Alfie, Merry Crimbo. Back to you, sir. Merry Crimbo. So yeah, I feel that's a pretty realistic number. 6,500 new users, and you know, I appreciate every single one of you. Our channel also gets a lot of views, so let's see what the views for the year were. We got 676,000 views this year. Yeah, some people do explode, but it's kind of not. I don't want to say it's artificial, but you know, not all those people are engaged in learning. They're following for other reasons, and depending on what their channel is based around. Yeah. What's up, Ray Evans? How's it going? LBM Sweden. Yeah, and a lot of guys, the way YouTube is set up is so if you make a new channel, right, and the algorithm will kind of, if you happen to have a video that just makes it out pretty good, YouTube will push that. So the algorithm's kind of just doing its thing there. But yeah, we get a lot of views, 676,000 views over the year, and I know a good chunk of that is actually not people who subscribe to the channel. So that, and people love me or hate me, bro. I'm pretty yeah. You know, I'm a real person. I keep it real around here. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit for the camera, so a lot of people don't like that, and yeah, I still have this. My general mentality is when you want to learn something, you do a lot of investigating on your own, right? So like when I wanted to learn, there was no YouTube or anything like that. I actually learned from books and having to go to the library and then wait for the book to be in and then study the book thoroughly before I actually, got good. And those are basically the fundamentals I try to teach now. And I'm not trying to... I could sit here and just paint skulls with fire all day, right? Like, and show off how cool I can make a skull with fire all day long. But I feel in the long run, even though that would probably get more views, like it's not benefiting anybody, it's not benefiting me. And even though people will like your art, when it comes to like other artists or upcoming artists and where they get their knowledge from, having your name in that circle will go a lot longer than that guy that paints really good. So that's kind of where I'm at. I could, and I definitely know what people want to watch, but again, I'm not after the views. I'm not after having a ton of subs. I'm just kind of trying to teach and do my thing. And I dedicate, a lot of time to teaching. That's what the videos are mainly focused around, right? So we've been doing a lot of how-tos, the reviews, right? So just using my knowledge to actually pass it on to you is kind of where I'm at. And when we started the channel, like way back 2009, and I was in Houston and we're working at the Airbrush store. Back then it was just kind of just having fun, and I think we all were watching Jaime at the time because he was the one kind of putting videos at that time where he was talking about his techniques and how to get better and this and that. And I always admired that, and that's kind of why when he passed, I kind of, just carried on that mantle of, sharing the knowledge and just kind of spreading it and just trying to get more people involved. That's kind of where I'm at. It's like, for how many years people told me, oh yeah, airbrushing, that's like a dead art. There's not many people doing that now. And the only way to remedy that problem is to actually go out and teach people and just show people. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, It's that weird thing. And those people that know me personally too, like in my family and stuff, know that I've never been after money like that. I'm just not that guy. I like to make money, sure. You gotta have money to pay for stuff, but I'm not just gonna. I'm not gonna do something that just fuck with my head, just to get some money. And that would really fuck with my head if I just, every video was like, how to make the most awesome skull with fire, Like, yeah, I'm doing a skull now, but like, I'm just kind of having fun with it right now and just having a chat. Anyway, jeez, get carried away. But yeah, that's what the channel's focused on. It's all on learning. And I'm a brash guy, so not everybody's going to hang around. That's cool. And I'm brown. And people ain't going to like that I'm brown right off the bat, so whatever. Yeah. What else happened this year? Go over these. So yeah, we got all that going. All the trends are going up, right? So we're getting more views all across the board on all the videos. And talking about videos, we tried Facebook this year, the Facebook video, And the reason I stopped doing the Facebook video is because even though it added up to viewers at the time of doing the stream, it doesn't, like, YouTube is not a video platform. So like even after, you know, a couple hours, the video is pretty much dead in the water, and it's not getting any more views. It doesn't show up very well on your page and stuff like that. So it's kind of that thing where I was just, honestly, it was the same people that were already here on YouTube, and they were just kind of doing the double chats, and then it added a whole bunch of newbies with the newbie questions. And that's good and all, but it really just takes time away from the, you know, real questions when people just keep asking, like, what kind of paint do you use? Even if it's on the screen, and even if I say it 10 times, you know, over, it just was that thing, and I just really didn't like it, that it was just like, YouTube, people come, they look for information, they type it in, and that's where I pop up. On Facebook, it's not quite like that. People are following already personalities and stuff, and that's not what I'm after. Undoubtedly, it's something that will end up coming for me, but that's not what I'm after. But yeah, anyway. Also this year, we were able to work with a few companies. So obviously we have our sponsor Createx, who kind of provides paint for us to be able to provide these videos for you guys. What got you started in airbrushing? So I've gone through this story a bunch of times before too. So my brother was in the Air Force, and we went to go visit him while he was on leave one time, and he was stationed in Gulfport, Mississippi. But while we were there, he took us down to Pensacola, Florida, and he wanted to show us the crystal clear beaches that they have there, which is really cool. And I would definitely recommend you go check them out. There's really nice water to swim in and stuff. But anyway, while we were there, I got stung by a jellyfish, right? So I'm sitting on the beach, and people are like trying to ice my legs and stuff because that's where it stung me. But while I was sitting there, everybody's having a good time. I'm sitting there just trying to like get my legs to stop burning. And I look off to the side, and there was a little hut, right? Like what are those, bamboo sticks kind of hut? Like, I don't know if they were bamboo sticks, but it was like made out of, like, you know, it just looked like a hut on the beach. But walk over to it, and there's a guy airbrushing shirts right on the beach, which was really cool. And I sat there and watched him for like a good hour, 2 hours maybe, for a while. Like, it sat there for a while, just watching him paint, this and that. And so my brother seen that I did that, get like another 6 months, 9 months, something like that. He ends up coming home again, just visiting, and he drops off an airbrush, claims it's his, tells me not to touch it, blah blah blah. I end up using it and kind of messing around with it a lot, and that's kind of where I started looking for books and stuff. And then that's kind of where I got started, is watching that guy on the beach. And still to this day, I was just like, wow. And I don't remember. I don't think I even asked his name because, I don't know. I was just kind of mesmerized by the way he was painting. I was already into art a lot, so the way I was watching him do it, it was just like, it looked like magic to me at the time. And that's kind of where I started. and then from there actually learning. So, you know, give like another year and a half, I actually ended up moving up to Denver, and there is really where I started getting heavier into it. And here in Colorado Springs, I actually got a shop at a job at a shop, like a body shop. And I was just a prepper, right? But what ended up happening is I was just kind of on off time. It's just practicing and stuff. And they ended up telling me that there was an airbrush store right in the mall that's like right across. Go in there, check it out, talk to the guy. His name's Donnell. He's still there till this day. And then I ended up working there airbrushing for a good 2 years before I ended up going to back up to Denver. Right, he ended up laying me off 1 year after Christmas because business was pretty slow, whatever. So, imagine if if it was a shark, what would you be doing now? Yeah, exactly, bro. I'd have been something else. But yeah, once I moved up to Denver, I got a spot at the local market, and that's where I started airbrushing for myself for the very first time. So yeah, we got Createx, our sponsor this year. We were able to work alongside HD Stencils a couple of times this year. So they were able to, first they provided us with stencils just to try out for ourselves. And then again, through the growth of the Skull Squad and then noticing, they offered the opportunity for the Skull Squad members to get a free stencil, you know, and we did that whole bit not that long ago. Also, we did the giveaway, and the giveaway allowed us to work again with Createx and with Iwata. Iwata sent some goodies over. We were able to include those goodies into our giveaway, and now we have a contact over at Iwata, which is pretty nice. Hasn't amounted to much, but you never know in the future. Let's see what else. Who else did we work with? Trying to think here. No, I can't think. Oh, Super Clean also sent us over cleaning products to show off for you guys. And yeah, their cleaning products are pretty good. The only thing I gotta caution you guys is you can't leave that solution in your airbrush, right? So when you're cleaning out your airbrush, make sure you rinse it out and everything with nice clean water when you're done before you put it away. But for cleaning up any kind of stuck paint or anything like that, it's really good. What's up, bro? Merry Christmas. And speaking of, my brother was in the Air Force. Armando Flores right there in the chat, that's my brother that bought the first airbrush, and it was like a Badger, I think it was a Badger 105 or something like that. It was an old airbrush. well, it's an old airbrush now, but at the time it was like, you know, that's what Badger was selling. Are we having fun yet? Sure. I mean, we're getting close to being finished, but we're there. Yeah, you know, he's the one that brought the airbrush, left it behind, and also when I was living in Springs, I was living with him, and he knows the airbrush shop that I'm talking about is still there to this day, which is crazy. But it's not just an airbrush shop though; it's like an airbrush / music, and they have barbers in there. And nowadays, I think they do like boxing training too. So it's kind of like the owner does lots of stuff. But yeah, we were able to get the reviews, get Createx, super clean, HD stencils, all involved with the channel. Iwata was able to send us over some stuff. Yeah, and again, it's all thanks to you guys. You guys have been watching. And yeah, like there's channels that are way bigger for sure, and there's channels that blow up overnight. But I've seen, in my 9 years of doing this, I've seen channels that do that, and then, you know, a year down the line or 2 years down the line, they no longer are making videos. I don't know what causes them to stop making videos or what, but I've seen it happen quite a bit. People just move on or something. But yeah, I mean, that was 20 years ago. I was 14. Airbrush Action magazine, that's where everybody was at. You know. And now they're not around, which is kind of weird. There's like an Airbrush other magazine now, but I don't know. It doesn't have the same feel. The internet happened in those 20 years. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about all the stuff that happened this year, but you know, this year is pretty crazy. Also, you know, got to talk about the most disliked stream of the year and why I would still do it again. So the most disliked stream of the year was our Black Lives Matter stream, where I was completely silent. And I said no words. I let this painting speak for itself. And I think it did so a little too good. Because yeah, it brought in so much negative attention. And you know, the most disliked video of the year was the Black Lives Matter live stream. It's still live, still go watch it, still has all the dislikes. But the amount of comments, racist comments and crap in the comments, and it's just like, yo, you know, I don't know what to tell you, my guy. Like, I don't care who you are. You know, when the police are dealing with you, there's no reason for people to die, especially over petty stuff. You know, I understand if you're taking shots at the police and stuff like that. Well, then, you know, you reap what you sow. But if you're sitting there, hands up, this and that, you know, I don't care if you're black, yellow, blue, purple, green. I don't care if you're from Mars. The police should be professional, and you know, if the situation's already been secured and stuff, yeah, there's no excuse for somebody to die. That's just kind of how I feel. That's pretty much all I'll say about that. It's the most disliked stream of the year. Also made me kind of shut down as an artist, seeing those, seeing those dislikes come in and stuff, and it just kind of let me know where people felt like I stood, right? I'm not black by no means, but I'm dark. I have dark skin, and it just felt like every single one of those racist comments that came in, it almost felt like it was directed at me. Even though I said nothing in the video, it was a commission and all this, but it did. So, I'll just say that too. What else? What else happened this year? I don't know. That's pretty much it. We produced over 65 videos this year. So that includes live stream and videos. We painted over 10 cars this year. That's another big one. Usually it's not that many a year. Usually you get 2 or 3 vehicles a year to get some airbrushing done. And that's a pretty good amount. If you get 2 or 3 vehicles, to get airbrushing. You a burnt golden brown, yes sir. Yeah, the HD stencils really help a lot. Arte Loco Customs, Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, M. Garcia, those stencils are still available right now. You can just go ahead and buy them. Yeah, we ship out stencils about every 2 to 3 days now. Oh, that's another thing that happened this year. Actually, we were able to launch the stencil line, and we got all the videos for the stencils done at the beginning of the year, and those have actually been going pretty good. And yeah, I gotta appreciate all you guys placing orders and stuff. And then I also have to the new stencil line is gonna be dropping here in like about a month. I got all the designs finalized, and now I just have to actually print them out, make the videos, and post them out. So just like the original set, it took me quite a while to actually design it to where I wouldn't just be selling you a design, right? So like, I hate seeing stencils where it's a skull and then like it has all the outlines put in for you, and there is no room for you to add your own kind of flair to it. It's already laid out. So that's why when we made the skull stencil number 1, it has the different shapes. You could flip it, and it has the texture effect on it, and it's all kind of for you to play around with. And yeah, that's kind of how all the stencils I make have been designed. It's not just a way to give you one, like, here's how you do this skull. Like, no, it's so you could do lots of skulls, and maybe you want to do a texture. Textures are a big thing because a lot of textures require you to have something to create the texture, right? Otherwise, it takes a lot of work. Freehanding it, like getting all these little rips in here, you got to do it all by hand. And when you have a nice stencil or shield that kind of helps you produce that, it makes it just so much easier, right? And that's just the way it is. So that's kind of what my stencils are for. It's not just for you to make one piece of art. It's for you to be able to use it across multiple things. So if you're painting something, you want to add some skin texture, bam, you want to add some bone texture, you can use that same skin texture one over on a bone and stuff like that. And the videos will show you kind of how to do that. Yeah, those have all been finalized. It took me a while, just like it did with the original ones. It's easier said than done, right? You say, oh, I'm just going to put out some stencils and this and that. But if you actually, like, coming at it from an artist's perspective, I don't want to just put out junk, right? And I feel like there's a lot of stencil makers out there that just, it's junk. It's one-time use or something like that. Yeah. Like, even the HD stencils kind of suffers from that same, unfortunate, same kind of a thing. where it's only going to help you produce that one piece of art. You know, maybe you can use it in different arts, but the same place where you lay that stencil, it's going to look the same or close to the same every time, without doing some major changes. So that's not what my stencils are for. Just kind of coming at it from an artist's perspective and what I would feel and the value that I would feel I would need to get out of it, in order for it to be worth it for me to buy. So I'm not going to buy a stencil that's only going to give me one design. That's not how I work. I could just make that, right? But a stencil that's going to like creating texture or like, you know, background effects and stuff like that, I'm going to use it over and over and over. I know I am. It makes it a little easier for me at least to swallow that pill and just buy it, you know. Got to come at it as real as I can. Like I said, that's just how I am. I just try to keep it honest and real. And yeah, and look at our Santa. He's looking pretty mean there. Yeah, we got all the texture in for his little things here. Maybe I'll load up some white and we'll throw in some white highlights on him. Let me just kind of finish this up here. So yeah, again, thank you guys all for all the support over the year. We've got a lot accomplished, and just looking forward to next year, see what else we can get done. Probably see a lot more live streams, and once the pandemic's actually over or under control or whatever you want to call it, and the market's open back up and I feel safe enough with my paint-filled lungs that I could go around and do some airbrushing at some markets, we'll do some more videos about that, and how to make designs quick and easy and fast, and make some money on them. Let me just load up some white here. What's up, Loey? Merry Christmas to you too. All right, Sweden, we'll see you later. Dinner time. Enjoy your dinner. Merry Christmas to you. Have a good one, man. Thank you for stopping by. We're about to be finished with this anyway, so. What else happened this year? We did all the reviews. We did the live streams. We tried Facebook. And that just ended up creating more problems than it did anything. And it's not free to have a multi-stream, right? So like being able to stream it to multiple platforms at once was not free, and I just felt like Facebook was diluting what my Facebook page is for, which is to try to bring business, and it was turning it into a, like, this is where you ask questions about airbrushing, which I already get enough of. I don't need to add on to that, but I wanted to keep the Facebook for business, but now I'm going back to that route, so I might just turn it back and do it again. But yeah, it was not worth it in my eyes. The videos get left dead in the water, so after you're done streaming, the videos don't get many views. Facebook really prioritizes anything kind of, if it's getting views and stuff, it's usually something really cutesy or funny, and it's not a place where people really go to look, and type in how to airbrush. you know, aside from the groups and whatnot. And yeah, but I've been busy in the groups, you know, trying to bring people over from Facebook to YouTube, and anybody who asks, I, you know, also linked them back over here so that they would know where to find the videos. So we did the giveaway earlier in the year too. And I was planning to do another like live giveaway today, back in a couple months ago. But honestly, what ended up happening is we ended up getting sick. So we ended up catching the coronavirus here at home. Of course, I have to quarantine, so then people weren't able to bring orders. And I actually got sick, and I still kind of feel like, ugh. You know, I think that just might be the weather today, but, you know, it was just that 2 weeks, and then it was kind of like we had to stall orders and stuff, and that kind of hurt us a little bit. And then not even like a month later, we were, like, again, we were all sick, and just, we didn't actually go get tested that time, but just out of plain precaution, we decided to, you know, quarantine up and not let people in and stuff, and that also was kind of detrimental. So 2 times we got sick here, and just, you know, out of plain precaution the second time, I just didn't want to risk people coming or doing anything like that. And now we're getting back into the rhythm of things, but I also still don't want to take on too many big jobs, because, again, thanks to all your support and stuff, we're actually, the YouTube's making not a whole ton of money, right? Because it's not enough to live on. So I'll still take work in, but the YouTube's making enough that I could start dedicating some more time to it, editing videos or making better live streams, and or more stencils to paint on the how-tos and stuff like that. That maybe in this next year it'll be enough that I don't have to take in crazy amounts of work, and maybe I will just become Mike the airbrush teacher by the end of the year. So hopefully it would be nice. Already am, and it's probably what's getting to happen either way. That's just kind of the trend of the channel right now. Again, I could just put, look at this flaming skull, this and that, but that's not me, that's not what I'm about. And today we're doing a Santa skull, because that's what today is. Today is Christmas, right? So like, I'm doing it live in front of you so you can watch the whole thing, not hiding anything behind editing or anything like that. That's why I like the live streams. There's very little, the magic of video, you know, happening here. But yeah, I think after this white will be nice and done. Again, thank you guys for all the support over the year, and we look forward to another year, probably another 100 videos of airbrushing by the end of next year, maybe more, hopefully more. 100 videos doesn't sound like that much. There's 365 days, 100 videos is easy, son. Oh yes, no, I'm good. I'll wait on that vaccine a little bit. What's up, Dennis? Merry Christmas, man. So let's get you guys a good look of the skull here. Oh man. So yeah, at the beginning of the year, we started off by saying we're gonna give it a good shot, see what happens, and this and that. And I feel like after a year and with everything that with everything we were able to accomplish in this year, just by trying a little bit, you know. We were able to get a lot done, and yeah, I just can't wait to see what next year brings. So there's a straight on shot of our skull here. Let's get you guys in close. Why does this camera not zoom in the center? So hard to get a good focus shot. Focus. Oh, come on. Here, I'll do it. Do it myself. There you go. That's pretty good. Let me zoom out a little bit. There you go. And it's just with a little bit of reduced black, some white. And there's your Christmas Santa. The Skull Squad Santa. All the way up to his hat. Different textures. We got the fluffiness of that. We got the poof ball. Then we got the velvet felt up there. Then we got the bony structure all kind of there. Then we got the wispy hairy beard. Not bad. So again, thank you guys for all the support. Whoa. That was my bad. Thank you guys for all the support throughout the year. As always, again, I want to wish all you guys a good and happy Merry Christmas. And we'll see you guys. We will see you guys over the next coming year. Again, like I said, try to shoot for 100 videos. If you're new around here, I suggest you go click on that little Mike's Brush name. Check out all the videos we have available. Also, consider joining the Skull Squad. Like I said, it helps way more than just watching the videos in the long run. And if you need stencils, right? Like I said, my stencils, they're right there available, and they're kind of more designed to give you guys some cool effects. So, yeah. An ornament earring. I mean, you can't see his ears. He's a skull. He doesn't have ears. But yeah, thank you guys again. We'll cut it right there. It was nice. It's been a good year. Thank you guys for all the support. Again, thank you. Thank you guys for all the support. The videos on the Camaro will be dropping here soon, and then soon after that, the new videos for the stencil kits will all be dropping, and hopefully you guys can get your hands on some new stencil kits. There's some that are kind of, I've never even seen that kind of stencil, and I wish somebody made it, and now hopefully we'll be able to just get it out there for you guys. So again, thank you guys all for watching. As always, we'll see you guys in the next video. Later.